Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to dive into a really interesting topic that affects all of us in one way or another: law, justice, and our individual rights. Ever wonder how these big concepts play out in everyday life? Well, let's break it down together and chat about why it matters to you and me. All right, so first things first, what even is law? Essentially, law is a set of rules that help govern our society. Think of it like the glue that holds everything together. Without laws, there'd be chaos. Now, these laws have evolved over thousands of years, from ancient civilization codes to today's modern legal systems. We've gone from the famous eye for an eye concepts to more nuanced approaches that focus on justice and fairness. And that's pretty cool. But why should we care about rules and laws? Well, they help protect our rights and ensure everyone has a chance to live safely and freely. Now, let's get into a bit of a hot topic: individual rights versus societal needs. We all have personal rights that we cherish, things like freedom of speech, privacy, and the right to an education. But sometimes these rights can clash with what society needs as a whole. For example, let's say there's a law in place to protect public safety during a health crisis. That might mean certain freedoms are limited, like gathering in large crowds. It's a tough balancing act, and it's super important to think about where we draw those lines. Can you think of any situations like this? So, where do law enforcement officers fit into all of this? Well, their main job is to enforce the laws that we've all agreed upon as a society. It's like they're the referees in this game of life. But being a referee isn't always easy. Say a police officer sees someone breaking the law. They need to make a quick decision. Do they focus only on enforcing the law, or do they also consider that person's rights? It can get pretty complicated. This leads to discussions about accountability, transparency, and how important it is for law enforcement to serve and protect all citizens fairly. Now let's talk examples, because real-life situations make things easier to understand. Case Study 1. Remember the landmark Supreme Court case, Brown v. Board of Education? This was a pivotal moment in history that said, hey, segregation in public schools is not okay. It helped push forward civil rights and showed how law can protect individual rights against societal norms that just weren't right. Case Study 2. Fast forward to a more recent example: the protests following George Floyd's tragic death. Many people came together to call for changes in policing policies. Sure, laws exist to keep order, but there's been a strong push for reform when those laws infringe on people's rights. It showed that the public can change the dialogue around law's powerful stuff. Case Study 3. Lastly, think about the current discussions around voting rights. Laws can change how easy it is for individuals to participate in democracy. The ongoing debates about accessibility and fairness reflect the struggle to make sure everyone's voice is heard, and that's key for a true democratic society. Now let's chat tech. Technology is changing everything about how we interact with the law. From using apps for legal advice to digital surveillance, tech has its pros and cons. For instance, while it can enhance our safety through things like security cameras and monitoring systems, it also raises major privacy concerns. How much is too much? We want to feel safe, but we don't want Big Brother watching our every move. That's the delicate balance we're trying to figure out in our digital age. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? It's all about balance. Laws are there to keep us safe and protect our individual rights, but it's a constant push and pull. We all have a role to play in this giant puzzle, and it's crucial to stay informed and engaged. I'd love to hear what you think. Drop a comment below about a law or situation that's impacted you directly. Let's keep the conversation rolling. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more engaging discussions about the issues that matter to us all. Until next time, take care.